So yeah, again, today is Thursday, the 30th of March, 2017. The time is 14:06 here in the UK. You're looking at an AUD CAD daily chart. In today's analysis, we're going to do what we do in every day's analysis: look for reversal trades. Okay, so AUD CAD, what's going on with that? It's in between two support resistance areas, so nothing really that I would want to trade here at all. AUD JPY, same deal. It's in between two support resistance areas. Nothing that I'm too interested in trading. It's already reversing, so I was away. I didn't catch that reversal, so it's in the process of reversing, but it's way too late to get into a trade, sadly. AUD New Zealand, we were looking at this yesterday for a potential reversal trade, and AUD New Zealand is looking pretty decent. Well, no, that's a bit of a stretch. It's not looking decent. It's just looking like it potentially might end up being a reversal tomorrow or something like that. I want to wait for this candle to close. I want to wait for some consolidation on this daily level, essentially, because it's not a very strong resistance area. So I want to give it some time and potentially get into a short here, but I don't want to rush into this at all. Not a very strong resistance area. Not very strong at all. I mean, look what happened last time. I'm not 100% convinced that the bullish trend is over. It could very well continue going straight up. So I just want to see what happens if if buyers stall at this resistance area for some time. That would suggest that they can no longer move up, and I might take a short if we get signs that sellers are taking control of price. So this is a wait and see. Maybe tomorrow. More likely Monday. So we'll keep an eye on AUD New Zealand. But it's not something to get terribly excited over. All right. AUD USD 12 hour and daily. 12 hour and daily. Nah. I mean, it's similar to AUD New Zealand, but it's just not as clean, not as good. I'm not. But then again, the resistance area is stronger. All right. You know what? If on AUD USD price pushes up further and then we get indecision up here, it might give us enough of a risk reward ratio to potentially get into a trade. But you know, this is probably not going to happen until, well, no, this definitely won't happen until Monday, because we need it to move up into here first. So let's keep an eye on this on Monday, but there's not much we can do right now with it. CAD JPY is already in a reversal. Euro AUD is trending down. Euro CAD trending down. Euro GBP. Fix these areas up real quick. Alright, getting good support resistance on Euro GBP is a bit tricky. But anyway, we don't really have anything happening here. It's trending down, breaking through that support area. Alright, Euro JPY is in between two support resistance areas, so not much going on there either. Euro New Zealand is in between two support resistance areas. I think this is a common theme we're going to see today. This week has been pretty much a write-off because of Brexit. Euro USD does kind of look, I spoke too soon, because Euro USD does kind of look like we might get a potential reversal here, but it's not going to happen until Monday. But this is actually a nice strong move down into support, maybe on the 12 hour. Does that look tempting? Is it just me, or does that look tempting? That is an actual question. Is it just George that thinks it's tempting? What about the rest of you guys? Have I just made it slightly more tempting? Well, the fact that you're still in a short position doesn't really matter, because if the reversal triggers, then the short position should probably be exited. This is quite a common thing you get when trading reversals. You sometimes get these areas where you've got two support resistance areas this close together, let's say, or sometimes closer, sometimes a bit further apart. And you get like several bounces back and forth between the areas. So you could potentially be closing out this trade on Monday, let's say, because that's probably, or on Friday morning and entering a long trade. It's possible. You jumped in on the 8 hour? Oh, that was way above support though. No, it's at support now. It's stalling right now on top of the support area. Sellers look like they're taking over overall control, so it's not like I'm 100% convinced that this is going to turn into a reversal. It's just something that's worth keeping an eye on, because we're getting a definite storm on the support area. But I'm not going to bother looking for an entry because it's way too early. This candle's got 8 hours until it closes. It's way too early to start looking for entries. So I'm just going to wait it out and see. And yeah, I do agree, Ash. The support area is certainly tricky. You would definitely have to factor that, and that into your analysis before entering the trade. So when you refer to the points checklist, which is one sec, I'm just bringing it up. So when you refer to the points checklist, your answer to is the continuation of major trend. Is there a clear path to target? Would be no. If above is no, how strong is minor support and resistance? I would probably say between strong to medium, probably strong. The minor support resistance in this case would be strong. I mean, any one of these bounces alone, I wouldn't really classify as strong minor support resistance, but just the fact that it's pretty much ranging from here to here, so and also this stuff there, just the fact that there is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This area is just littered. Oh, I forgot that one. Littered with bounces and minor reversals and price just stalling and everything. So is there a clear path to your target, which would be up here? Certainly not. Definitely not. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to score enough points on the tool to enter the trade. It just simply means that it could be a bit of a riskier trade, but it could still be a good trade. So let's keep an eye on it. Yeah, maybe. I'm tired of waiting for Brexit. I'm just gonna trade. And haven't they responded already? Merkel has already responded, saying that pretty much everything May said is pointless. Well, she didn't say that exactly, but basically there's going to be no trade discussion while the exit is being negotiated, which is very bad for the UK. It only extends the uncertainty, which is annoying for us traders, and that it is not cool to try and use intelligence sharing as a bargaining chip. And that is what I read anyway. So I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth in coming weeks, and it might have an impact on the market, but at this point, we should just get on with trading and stop worrying too much about it. I don't see the impacts being that great unless something crazy is said. So let's just not worry too much about Brexit. I'm not saying that we should ignore it. I'm just saying we shouldn't worry too much about it. But anyway, so this setup here, well, this potential setup looks okay. Might get some indecision here. We're definitely getting price stalling on top of the support area. So this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. It looks quite good, actually. All right, GBP AUD, what's up with that? Ooh, we're getting a reversal already. Oh, it's a bit late to get in, isn't it? Is anyone in on this? I'm not too sure if I would enter this anyway. It looks kind of okay, but where's the... Oh, there it is. Well, it's a bit too late regardless. Looks decent. I might have entered, but it doesn't look like a fantastic setup. But yeah, regardless, it's too late. It's triggered. I don't like entering late because I missed the initial entry. It's not the way to trade. Loads of minor support resistance in the way too, so... I probably wouldn't have entered this trade regardless. It just doesn't look that great. There's lots of minor support resistance in the way. This initial break here doesn't really tell me that buyers have completely taken control of price. This could just be a minor move up. It's still pretty low in the support area. There's still a bunch of minor support resistance through there, so it looks pretty messy. Indecision's not that great. I'd probably want to get in on a break of this. That would tell me buyers have taken control of price, but that would give me a bad risk to reward ratio. Not interested. GBP-JPY, what's up with GBP-JPY? And nothing much. It's heading towards resistance, but God, GBP-JPY has just been such a mess lately. Look at that. Look at that price action. Such a mess. I'm not interested in that. GBP-USD is already reversing. So nothing that we could really get into there. It's a bit late. Even if you did want to enter, which you probably didn't. New Zealand is just doing its thing that it's been doing for the last few days. New Zealand JPY. Were we looking at this yesterday? I think we were, but yeah, it doesn't look that good. It's just stalling on support, really. It looks like it's climbing up, but I think that's a bit deceiving. I'm not too interested in that. New Zealand USD is just in a tight range. USD CAD, what are you doing? Guess it's stalling on support, but there's not much room for that one. Not that interested in that. USD CHF. not much going on. And USDJPY, yeah, not much going on. This is no surprise, really. Like I said, this week was mostly going to be a write-off because of Brexit. I just don't think we've seen that much action because I don't think traders were that comfortable trading around Brexit. So I think the rest of this week is probably going to be a bit dull. That being said, EURUSD does look decent. Let's keep a close eye on this on the 12-hour. Let's see how the 12-hour candle closes. Could potentially get a trade late tonight on this or early tomorrow morning. I probably... I would probably see this happening on Monday, but there is certainly a possibility that we're going to get it set up here tonight or tomorrow morning. Are there any questions? Which way is EURUSD trending? I would say it's still in a bullish trend. The bearish trend is dead. That one died. It's a very obvious trend. It had... Even back there it had a bounce, but I haven't drawn it that far. That bounce, this bounce, and it's broken. Now it's started to trend up. So this kind of lines up with the new trend line. A potential reversal here would line up with the new trend line, which is also nice to see. Kind of like a double confirmation. Support area / trend line. I would say overall it's trending up. Any other questions, guys? All right, well, it doesn't look like there's any other questions, so I guess we're going to call an end to this analysis. Keep a close eye on EURUSD. It's looking pretty good. AUD New Zealand, we'll keep a close eye on it. I'm not too crazy about this. It looks kind of okay, but it's not something that's got me that interested. But let's check it out anyway. Let's see what happens. We might get a reversal here. Who knows? But EURUSD... definitely looking decent. It's definitely stalling on the support area. It does seem to be pushing down right now, but that's to be expected. I am expecting it to probably go down and do something like that. Turn out to be that sort of indecision candle, something like that. But regardless, it should be fine risk-reward wise. So keep a close eye on it. And yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So I'll see you guys later.